I am T.I. and I got a question from a viewer. Just a minute. I was wondering if you could do a video highlighting the police and emergency services involvement in gang stalking and why you think our own police department would be involved in this shit and what is behind their involvement and what they are getting out of this. Great question. Now, I'm from Oakland and East LA. And when I lived in Oakland, now I figured this shit out. When I lived in Oakland, I must have had police contact an average of once every 2 weeks, at least, for 15 years. Now, when I lived in Oakland, I was with some bad people. I had bad things in my head. I had bad things in my heart. And I was doing bad things. I can't construe that as gang stalking. Now, when I moved to LA to get away from the Oakland PD, in Oakland PD, they were considered the most efficient police department in the country at that time. And Oakland PD is the only police department to beat the living shit out of me with their flashlights. Nobody had video cameras back then. Damn it! Anyway, I can't construe any of that as gang stalking. Gang stalking didn't even exist back then as far as I know. Then when I went to East Los Angeles, I had even more police contact. And this police contact in Los Angeles was pretty much the same thing. I was a bad guy, I was doing bad things, I had bad things in my head, I had bad things in my heart. And that's not something I can blame on them. That's not something I can call gang stalking. That's not something I can call anything like that. And I would say I had almost twice as much, at least, police contact in Los Angeles as I did in Oakland. And I mean, I have been stopped by the police, detectives in Oakland and Los Angeles hundreds of times, if not thousands. I've been here in this place 7.5 years. Do you know how many contacts with the police I've had here? In 7 years? Three. Once because I had a headlight out. Once because one of my neighbors called the cops because I was making YouTube videos and I was yelling, "Are you fucking kidding me?" and all this other shit. And they thought I was in here arguing with somebody, fixing to kick somebody's ass or something. And a third time, I can't remember what it was. It was a long time ago. But anyway, I can't construe those as gang stalking. 3 police contacts in 7.5 years? That's not gang stalking. Now, there's videos on the internet saying that my city's police department is involved in dope dealing, they're in with the cartels, they're in with this, and the fire department. They say, oh, the fire department's dealing dope at nighttime. All you gotta do is follow them with your video camera and see they're taking their dope. They carry it in the bucket on their... Are you fucking kidding me? I don't see it. I don't see it. And that's, as far as I'm concerned, it's bullshit. The difference between Oakland, Los Angeles, and where I am now is that these cops, where I am now, they're cops. They're not out there as that San Diego cop's book was, slaying dragons, filling quotas, getting revenue, and that kind of stuff. And that's what the police are doing. They're getting the revenue. They are fulfilling their quotas. They have to get so many tickets a month, that kind of stuff. I'm not here to defend police officers or anything like that, but here I don't see it. All of the police contact I've had where I live now, they've treated me with respect. They pulled me over. You got a light out, a headlight out? You're right, I do. Give me the ticket. That kind of stuff. Now in Los Angeles, and Oakland, it was, what are you doing here? What's your name? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? Let me search your car. Let me search your pockets. No? What do you got to hide? You got something to hide if we can't search your car. You know what? Go get a warrant. You'll find out what I'm trying to hide, you dumb shit. Anyway, they don't treat you with respect. It's not gang stalking. They're just trying to justify in their minds. They're trying to get you to act like an asshole so that they can feel better about harassing you. That's what it is. Anyway, here, they're not like that. I've had 3 police contacts in 7.5 years, excuse me. And they were all justified, and they weren't harassment. They weren't out of bounds. They weren't anything I could construe as gang stalking. Now, in my gang stalking, I have seen a lot of guys that look like they wouldn't last a minute on What's My Line. God, detective! I mean, they look like detectives. They look like cops in plain clothes. Now, if that's the case, I mean, that's the only way. It's not uniform. I don't see any uniforms harassing me or anyone else. I do not, in Los Angeles, you cannot go to the store without seeing somebody pulled over getting their car searched. You can't do it, dude. I defy you to put on a video camera and drive to the store every day for a week and not see somebody pulled over getting their car searched and harassed. That's the way it is out there. That's the way it is out there. Here where I am now, this is how people and cops are supposed to be. Every person has pretty much treated me with respect. The police officers have treated me with respect in the 3 contacts I've had. I can't construe any of that as gang stalking. I do not see the police harassing anyone out here. I rarely see anybody pulled over. I rarely see the police. Which is the way I think that the police should be. They should come to the problems. They should alleviate the problems, whatever they are, and go back into the woodwork and wait for their calls. I mean, I don't know. And like I said, I'm not here to defend them. I'm just, the truth is the truth. Now, a lot of these gang stalkers that I have look like off-duty cops. They look like detectives. I can tell some of them are wearing guns. Now, if they are involved in a legitimate investigation of me, that's fine. That's fine. That's not gang stalking. If they're involved in a legitimate investigation, whether it's city detectives, county detectives, state police, whoever, have at it. In my case, police are not involved. First responders aren't involved. None of that kind of stuff. And I don't see it in my area, and I can't picture what it would look like. I've seen these videos on TV, on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Oh, the police are doing it and all that. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it. I cannot imagine it. And I've come from Oakland and East Los Angeles, where the police presence is strong. I know what harassment looks like. You'll see it in Oakland. You'll see it in Los Angeles. I'm sure you'll see it in New York. I'm sure you'll see it in Atlanta. I'm sure you'll see it in a lot of places. Here, I don't see it. So I can't speculate. I can't go into that in my own case because I know nothing about it. I don't see it. And like I said, if these are off-duty cops gang stalking me, whatever like that, maybe it's a legitimate investigation. If it is a legitimate investigation, then they have every right to. But I'm seeing people who aren't detectives. I'm seeing detectives ain't got tacks all over their face and their necks and shit like that. I'm seeing anyway, I can't speak to that. I don't see it, and I can't imagine what it would look like. So I can't help you there. Anyway, sorry if I couldn't help you at all. Well, I know I didn't help you, but anyway, the rest of you, I hope that helps. I'll talk to you later. Bye.